I guess it's gonna take a little while to queue anyway. I'll fix up the hotkeys real quick. So Storm, like first kind of an intro to Storm, right? Basically,
One thing, do you may want to make sure, did you change the regions?
yeah, it's automatic. It's,
okay.
It's
Okay.
EOS.
Oh, it did, okay.
So that should be fine. Okay. So Storm is a lot about managing, well, your mana, obviously, like mechanics wise. The mechanical aspect is all about the mana. Basically, you cannot overcommit with your mana. Like whenever you're making plays, you always have to make sure you have enough mana to get out. Otherwise, you know, you can easily die, and you should never die with this hero, basically.
Yeah.
That's for the mechanic aspect, and then strategically, it's interesting because this hero, you could see him as like the Spectre of mids. Okay, like late game Storm is one of the strongest things there is. Basically, like mana gives him damage and mobility, right? Other heroes need to choose between these two, but for him it's both. That's one of the main reasons, like, he's so good.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, because you have this potential to also make early plays, it's pretty easy to kind of get baited into joining too many fights, and then like falling behind in items. And when you fall behind in items, then obviously, you know, it's like, imagine you're a Spectre, fall behind in items, you're not gonna get much done, right? You're not gonna be the threat that you need to be.
Right.
It's also very easy, like this is one of the best heroes to kind of control the map with because of that mobility. Because if you remember what we talked about, like what are good heroes for solo queue, right? Like what kind of stuff do they need to have? Remember we talked about
Like stuns.
yeah, actually let's open up the Google Doc. Pretty sure I mentioned it there. Right, you need solo kill potential. You need, did I write it down? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Solo kill potential, mobility, wave clear, tower damage. Yeah. So the only thing in Storm kind of lacks is tower damage, but is really good at the other three. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's a top candidate, and his right click isn't that bad for towers either.
Yeah. I mean, I see a lot of people will get like an Orchid with him, and I mean, it gives him attack speed and damage. And
yeah, so Orchid is just, especially since the cost like it's cheaper, it's just too good not to get. It gives you everything you need, like mana, attack speed, and damage, and solo kill potential. Yeah. Just all around amazing item. You should get it pretty much every game, either first or second major item. You know, exceptions being like if you're up against heavy silences, you might consider Yule's first. It gives pretty good mana as well, although the active is very costly, and it's very easy to get baited, like just because they have silences. Like if they have a bunch of silences, then the Yules doesn't make you immune, right? It's not like, because you could still get disabled after the Yules, right? You're kind of setting yourself up by cycloning yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to keep that in mind. Any item you buy, obviously, you want it to give you mana. Bloodstone is the only item that actually gives percentage, right? Like amplifies mana regen, so you definitely want that at some point.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have like the maximum amount of mana regen without Bloodstone. There's just no way.
Is there a max mana regen amount?
No, I mean like the most that you can possibly have. It's always going to include. Yeah, it's always going to include.
Yeah, the way you said it, I was thinking, is there a cap? I didn't know.
No, there's no cap, obviously. Yeah, especially with the charge. I'm just gonna pick it early to make sure, you know, doesn't get taken by anyone.
Got it.
And even if you get counter pick, that's fine. Then you see how to play against counters.
So very similar starting items as Windranger.
Yeah, more or less the same stuff. Let's see, disjoint, deep. Well, this one is the easiest. These two are very easy. This one is not so. These two like will happen no matter what, most likely.
Yeah. We pick just in case, because I don't have any games. We're gonna pick the quests for our guild. I usually just do like the.
Oh yeah. Should hope it's still.
I've been doing them pretty much every day. It should be before it starts.
Let's see, is there a storm? Oh, there is actually. Okay. Just do the two storm ones.
Yeah, let's do those. Easy.
Yeah, good call, good call.
Assuming we win.
Assuming, yeah.
Because if not, I'm going to play them all day till I get them.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, so the most standard build is generally like Orchid into Bloodstone, and then maybe BKB, like that's pretty standard. But there's a lot of room for variation.
What are the variable items like if you're against, say, like, you know, an enemy with like so you've got like Drow and you've got these lockdown. I mean, you've got taunt. I mean, it's all that. I mean, it's BKB. It seems like for this game would be a pretty big one.
BKB might be a pretty good choice. The thing with BKB though is it doesn't actually help you scale that well. I'm just gonna turn off the Steam notifications. It doesn't give you any damage whatsoever, so that's like a bit of a risk. Actually, I'll go on invisible.
Yeah.
And I'll just turn this. Turn these off. Turn back on. But it's not about, like, Storm is not about like, disables aren't necessarily the counter, right? Yes, they're useful, but just because they have disables doesn't mean like you have to rush BKB, because if you buy early BKB, what happens is like you have to force fights, otherwise the item sucks. Right? Like if you have a BKB and you're just farming the jungle, it's useless, right? And if you get ganked in the jungle, perma-stunned, then also it's useless, right? It's only good if you're jumping in, and then you can like use it on your own terms, basically. So in that sense, like, I wouldn't go BKB, definitely not early, definitely not at least two other items, because when you have BKB, you want to be forcing stuff at that point. Bottle is a must for sure. Oops, let's select this. Bottle is a must for sure.
30 seconds to battle.
Because you use runes so well. I can do like a rope here for getting the treads fast. So yeah, these are generally the items you're looking at. And it's kind of nice to be against Mars, because, you know, as a mobile hero, you don't really care about the arena at all.
Yeah. So even without BKB, you can zip out of the arena, right? Just making sure,
yeah,
like.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played him enough to know that nuanced of a.
So the key thing is, as Storm, it's like you're very good at solo killing, right? Which means the enemies want to group up, and you're obviously not that good at huge fights before you have a bunch of items, right? Now it might be tempting to like rush BKB so you can take big fights, but like that's not what your hero excels at. So why try to, you know, play for that? Oops, I gotta change the A click. Yeah, on the lane I'm just gonna use Remnant to secure. Where's that? Attack. Shit, I don't see it. Not blind. Oh, attack, yeah, here we go. And stop current action. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, didn't miss any creeps, so it's all good. So instead of like trying to fight into the enemy's 5-man, you want to give them reason to split up, right? And how you do that? By pushing lanes, right? That's why it's so important as a Storm. Whoops. CS Lul. I gotta miss some last hits on purpose to make it realistic. Alright.
Of course.
Alright, he actually just gave an eye. So yeah, you want to use the Remnant. Storm is very good against melees because, you know, it's hard for him to avoid tanking the Remnants. And the Remnant is extremely good in terms of like damage to mana ratio, right? What makes it balanced is that he was trying to spear me. That was a bit dangerous. Yeah, still gonna level Overload here because chances are he's not gonna tank it stupidly. He actually has early level in Bulwark. That's interesting. Pretty much every range creep you should be remnanting for. Keep in mind it has like a activation delay.
Wait, which one has an activation delay? I'm sorry, my wife's talking to me.
The remnant, right? So when you
Oh
pop
yeah,
it,
oh yeah.
1 second delay before it actually pops. Aggro the creeps here a little bit. This might try
How did you pop over to the other lane, or do you have a hotkey set for that?
No,
I didn't see you click on.
I clicked on the minimap like this.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah, it just has to be quick. Yeah, see, this is the classic move, like you remnant on the creep, and then you use the overload to damage the enemy. I actually missed one again. Oh.
So I noticed you did level 2 on your overload.
Yeah.
Is that pretty? Okay.
So basically you skip the vortex in the majority of lanes unless you're like trying really hard to get a kill. But for the most part, like remnant plus overload helps you farm. And that's what your goal is anyway, right? My goal is not to like try and fight this guy.
Right.
So I just shove the wave here, I go from the camp. I want to get my bottle before the bounties. Maybe even before the 4-minute rune. Right, you see it's a lot of damage. These creeps. I just need like one more creep for the bottle. The only way I die here is if I get speared backwards before level 6. So that's all I gotta be careful. I'm gonna hold the skill point for now. He is playing a little bit aggressive, maybe try something. See if I can stack this camp real quick. Should be able to make it. Stacking is very important in Storm because you're so good at farming them and because you're a hero that wants to farm them.
Yeah.
Action is bottom, sadly. He's gonna grab that. Place the ward. Oh, it's a regen. Wow, lucky bitch. He's trying to get aggressive on me, but... Actually, he has slightly higher than melee attack range. He has 250, which means he kind of outranges the remnants. Which is pretty stupid, but yeah. That's something to keep in mind. It gives him a slight advantage. So yeah, again, I'm very close to 6. Like now would be the worst time to be too aggressive, the worst time to die, so I'm just gonna take it easy. I could be more aggressive there, I could be trying to kill him, but no need.
Yeah.
Actually, what I will do, if I kill this camp, I'm gonna get level 6, and that way I will feel safe going for his bounty. And like stealing the enemy mid's bounty is a pretty high value play. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop
with
here
the bottle, yeah.
Well, not just because the bottle, but because... Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I guess he forgot about the bounty. He thought I'm just stealing his camp or something, but... Don't care about the camp. Yeah, I'm here for the bounty and I got it. It's just, not only are you getting extra gold, but like, you're taking away that gold from them. That's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Boots are still... I'm gonna get one value raindrop just in case I get caught by his combo. Better chances of surviving. I mean, not better chances, actually. This is the rule we talk about with the items, right? I'm not buying it to be tankier. I'm buying it to be tanky enough to survive his combo, right? There's a specific reason. The raindrop, that is.
Right, yeah.
There's a bit of item dropping.
So you're getting the components for the you don't have the boots yet. You're going straight for the
No, I just got the boots. Yeah. But
oh, you did. Okay. I didn't see it.
I was considering skipping it. Oh, someone actually stole our bounty. Okay, that feels bad, man. Or did our teammates take it? I don't know. Oh, double damage. Shit, I should have paid more attention to that. But that's a huge rune. Can actually kill him quite easily with this DD. Might skill Vortex at level. Yeah, he's already low. The moment I hit 7 after this range creep, I can jump him. Got him. You can also make that play like as you're hitting level 6, because usually people like will adjust their play once you're level 6. They'll start playing more careful. So you want to make that like set it up before you actually hit 6. And then the moment you get it, you instantly go. So I'm gonna farm this camp and then have time to stack this 1 to 3 stack. And then it's gonna be 7 minutes and I can farm neutral items. Maybe not that too early, or is it fine? It's fine. Pre-hitting the golems here because they have this magic resistance. Notice level 4 Remnant. The Remnant is a spell that helps you actually jungle. So we're maxing it. Jelly, I like to give it to not the safe lane carry, but the offlaner, but from experience, they get really upset when you do that, because I don't know, everyone just assumes it has to go to the carry.
Oh, actually, I give it to support sometimes. It depends. I mean, it depends on who the carry is. I give it to. Yeah. I just kind of pick whoever I think needs it the most.
Yeah, I mean, because most carries don't need it though. Like it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars is up there. That's great. Don't care about that.
And a lot of times the carry, if I see they're going for something like Battle Fury or something like that, if it's one of those ones that's doing it, then they're gonna have plenty of mana regen a lot of times.
Exactly, and or usually have lifesteal, so they don't care about HP regen.
That's right. Yeah.
Already getting mass pinged because Mars rotated, I guess. Oh, action bottom. So we're taking it easy. Not again. It's very tempting to go gank as a storm, but like you gank, maybe get one kill, but then you have no mana afterwards. You have no TP. And all in all, it's just, it doesn't put you in a very good spot. Gonna bring back the fairy to sell it. Like, you need to have a very good reason to actually rotate. This guy's rushing Meteor Hammer on the Mars. It's quite interesting. We'll do some damage here. Oh, forced an Axe TP by doing this, nice. Let's see, do we find all the neutral items yet? No, there's still one left, so... Once again, gonna stack this camp, and then...
Is there a preferred neutral item on this guy?
Well, anything that gives mana, right? So... Yeah, maybe I should be able to stack both here. This fucking Mud Golem's not that cool to farm. So the Arcane Ring, I guess. Or Brooch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Just had to say it. Always gonna grab. Now, this level 10 talent is actually interesting. Both are pretty good. I'd say mana regen is just a bit better for farming. The damage is a bit better for fighting, obviously. And so we're trying to have a more late game approach, like to farm a lot. That's why I'm gonna go for the mana regen. 2.5 is a lot, and especially considering like you buy Bloodstone, which doubles it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely Orchid before the treads. There's no reason to have treads without Orchid. And since I have an Image Rune, I'm actually gonna... I could have popped it sooner, but I'm gonna go and contest this bounty. Not necessarily gonna fight this guy, a bunch of people are missing, so I just want to get the bounty and that's all. I don't know, they're actually going for the other one, huh? Might be able to kill this Dazzle here if he walks up. Oh, nope, they're both. Yeah, going for the Mars is not worth it, like 2 heroes, just not worth it. Unnecessary risk. I will fuck him up if he tries to get the rune, or I can take his camp. Oh, he sees me though. Okay, that's a nice Dazzle dodge. This guy really chased me, huh? Yeah, see, that was a bit risky. It's not that uncommon for him to have vision there. It's Axe, I need to jump in before he jumps me. Okay, I don't know what he was thinking there. He saw me zipping on him and he just stood still to tank it and then call me, but...
I don't think he knew you saw him.
I mean, but you saw his call though, right? Like his call was at a perfect timing. It looked like he wanted to get caught and call me, but I don't know, he just underestimated the damage or something. Alright, this guy's low again. The goal is to just kind of zone him off the lane. I don't really want to commit. It's very easy. This is actually a very important lesson as a Storm. Now, what it takes for you to solo kill someone usually is a lot, right? Like you usually have to spend the majority of your mana and end up in a dangerous place in the process, right? So it's a big risk. And what it takes to actually make this Mars low HP, like right here, right? I just made him low, and he backed off, and that was it, right? It might be like, oh, why didn't you just go for the kill, right? But I don't risk anything by just getting him low and making him back off, and the difference is really not that big.
Yeah.
In terms of like forcing him off the lane, right? Being able to apply pressure. I'm gonna glyph my wave here, push aggressively, cut some trees so we see teleports. Place a remnant for vision. The remnant gives flying vision, very useful to put it like this, so you see teleports. Or just someone walking in like this guy. Now he's pretty low, but again, it's under the tower, it's quite dangerous to go for this. See, Axe was coming. If I jump the Mars here, big chance I feed to the Axe that rotates. And now I have Haste Rune, now I have Orchid. Now I can actually get going. I think I will go for the Power Treads this game. Some games you can stay with Brown Boots, but if I'm planning to hit buildings like I am, Power Tread's a bit better. I could jump this Axe now with my Orchid. That should be a free kill. Don't need to commit more. This guy can't fight me. See, I kept a fair bit of mana, like 30% or so, 40. So if more people rotated there, I'll need to escape. I have the mana to do so. I have Orchid again, so I could actually go for this guy too. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't see that coming, like, just stayed. Okay, this guy's gonna die too. Just TP it in. Hitting the tower, and I'm gonna last hit him after the grave is over. Alright, now time to rotate bottom straight away. Bunch of people died.
Yeah.
Get the pressure in bottom, bring some more clarities. Yeah, I don't want to greed out. You can never have too many clarities on this hero. It's always worth it to spam them. Okay, there's a Drow. Could die for... Yeah, it's worth it, because we're... Actually, Axe is missing. Oh yeah, there you go. Axe is... Mars is dipping. I'm gonna silence the Mars when he shows up. Now my team is probably gonna get upset because I didn't commit heavily on the Drow, but if I did, we'd probably all just die because this Mars... to use everything. Yeah, and now they're diving really deep, but I'm not interested in being part of that because... I'm not gonna zip it. Okay, now I can jump in. Silence that guy, Orchid the other guy. I mean, silence one guy and pull the other guy. Oh shit, he could. See, like here, I could have zipped on him, like it's very tempting. But then again, like you have to keep in mind your mana, right? So instead I just walked up to them, and that way I saved enough mana to... You'll never see me, like, get 0 mana during the fight unless they're dying, like the 5 of them, right?
All 5, yeah, all 5.
Oh, that's the only time that is not risky. So okay, we killed a bunch of people, more rotated, we're not able to get this tower now. That's fine, so I'm just gonna head on back to mid, apply some more pressure. Bounties are up soon, I can steal theirs again. So gonna get this wave quick and then move on over to their bounties. Let's see if it's being contested. A bit too late, but I can kill it for it. Oh, there's actually a neutral item. Huh. Go with the remnant damage here. It's like the greedier choice. Slightly more risky, but doing well right now, so...
What's the other option there?
Health. So health is generally safer because... like, as long as you have enough health to survive the chain stun, you can always escape afterwards, right? Yeah. So health is pretty good on Storm, but... I'm gonna give this ring to Slaughter because I already have one. So yeah, stolen enemy ring. Now I have to be a bit careful here. Zip up here to get some vision. Gonna leave a remnant. Come back down. Mars is showing, Axe not showing. I don't want to stack up with the creep wave and Slaughter because Axe can call us both. They use Glyph, so I'm gonna take it easy. This tower is not so valuable, right? But it's...
Yeah.
The main goal here is actually to get them to rotate so that then we can take bottom. They're not rotating though. Oh shit, I got called while watching. Mistakes were made. Hope they leave the room for me. They did. Nope, just kidding. Ursa wants to Rosh, I guess. Get the creep there. I mean, he took the DD and he's not going for Rosh. I don't know why. Big dive bottom. This guy's dead. I could probably kill all 3 of them, but then I'm gonna be 0 mana and low HP, right? So, and what do I accomplish? I'm not gonna be able to push off of that, so that's why I don't TP there. Like, if you're gonna go for kills, you gotta be able to get some objectives afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Axe call is gonna be a bit annoying. Actually, the Orchid is a pretty decent counterplay to it. Okay, I can start walking bottom, backstab them maybe. Or just get there for the tower. And get a courier too. Okay, looks like these guys are dead. Oh shit, he's TP. Oh shit, Axe is here, huh?
First.
Got him. Alright, see, this was a full mana zip, but that was like the last guy left, so it's safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send out the Kaya now. So yeah, it's a lot about patience. Notice like I didn't TP there, I just walked to the fight slowly. And got there in time to get some free kills. Now, most likely they're gonna TP bottom when they spawn. Maybe this guy gives me some mana. Okay. I mean, I probably doesn't know that it gives mana. Oh well. This guy's way too dangerous to jump. Could have people behind him. Let's see with scan. Okay, looks like there's actually no one behind him. Alright. Scan makes sure that's a safe play. Because it kind of looked like a bait, but I guess it wasn't. So we're gonna pick up Bloodstone now. I mean, obviously you have super good timings.
Yeah.
I still don't want to group with the team too hard. So you can see, without Bloodstone, 16 with 39. It's
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
crazy amount of bonus, yeah. Because basically the jelly gets doubled, the talent gets doubled, everything gets doubled. The rain drop.
Yeah.
And you can see 5 out of 6 items that I have right now give mana regen one way or another. That's generally what you want.
I mean, so Bloodstone is. I mean, I didn't realize it was that big of a mana. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't really realize it. You know?
Yeah, they changed a bunch of times how mana regen in general works, and therefore also how Bloodstone works. This guy is a very free kill, but I need to see more people. In fact, I can use the illusions to scout here. Okay, let's send the illusions as like mini wards. Strength treads when you're not sure what's happening. Okay, I see everybody bottom. Quickly push this. Oh, there he is. Now I can bring in the illusions to actually hit the tower. If someone is tipping from bottom, they're doing it now already. So time to chill. Step back and see what happens. Okay, Axe is still bottom. That's like the main guy that I'm afraid of. So if he's still there, I feel a bit safer. Gonna get their bounty as well soon. See, Dazzle is still there. Axe is still there. Mars is still there. Okay, everybody's still there. I can just keep pushing. There's an arcade rune, which is generally pretty high value, but hitting the tower is more important right now. So I'm just gonna keep hitting the tower here. Attack speed talent. Okay, creep wave died. Gonna grab this bounty and just keep pushing. My team is gonna ping me any moment now. Yeah, there we go. Did I say it or what? But I'm getting a free tier 2, right? And we're not actually losing anything for it. The arcane rune is still there, so now I'm gonna snipe some couriers, pick up the arcane rune. He wants to get this arcane rune, I'm gonna bait him. Ridley's channeling hammer. That guy's dead too. Gotta get the shaman next. Obviously, like the mechanical part is just like you have to play a bunch of Storm to get used to it because
yeah,
like that's.
So I'm assuming most time when you go in, you're zipping in, then you're right clicking.
Yeah.
Then you're rimming it, then you're right clicking, and then you're but just the full E, your E, then.
No. Always the vortex before the remnant, and in fact, depending on the hero, you forfeit the initial right click. Okay, it's slightly less damage. But you vortex while you're still zipping. That way you make, like against the shaman, against an axe, it's very important to do that because
they'll get you, they'll call you. Or
yeah, like you want to give them no chance to actually get their spell off.
Gotcha. Okay. But in general, your vortex is happening right away.
Yeah, unless it's like a target that can't really do much, and then like the maximum damage combo is, yeah, you hit.
So you get 4,500 gold. What are you thinking next? Or would you make the Orchid into a?
Yeah, so since we're no, Orchid into for Bloodthorn, like that's so much money, 3k gold, and what changes? More damage. Okay, but is there anybody that I can't solo right now? There isn't, so it's absolutely pointless right until you have a bunch of other shit. So I'm thinking I could just want survivability plus mana at this point. So Lincoln's is a solid option. BKB not so much because, like I mentioned, you know, it's doesn't actually help you farm at all. There is Shiva's, like that tanks me up and gives mana regen as well.
Yeah.
Sight of Vice.
Oh yeah.
Cool thing is like as a storm, because you are so mobile, all these like clickable items you can. Yeah, let's just go Hex so I can demonstrate that. All the clickable items.
What does the Ags do on him? I don't even know. I just.
The Ags makes your Vortex AoE. It's quite strong too, but it doesn't give mana regen. That's like the downside.
Yeah. Okay. An AoE Vortex.
So,
okay, that's interesting.
all these clickable items, they're insta cast. It's like RP more or less.
Okay.
Actually, it's a bit bigger. It's like black hole, I guess. Yeah, it's like a black hole.
What were you gonna say that you were about to say something before I said that?
Yeah. So these clickable items, they're insta cast, and look, they have pretty big range. And because as a storm you're jumping, you can always target whoever you want. Like that's part of what makes them strong on it. So like most people when they see, like for example, I have Orchid Hex now. It's like, oh yeah, you jump a guy with Orchid, then you Vortex him, then you Hex him, or sure. But in a team fight, you can spread them out. Like I can silence one guy, Vortex a different guy, Hex a third guy, and I'm disabling like half their team, right? That's a big strength as well of these items. And if I just ended there, I wasn't there, but it didn't need to be. I think now I'll get the Lincolns. And same thing with Yules. If you have Yules on top of this, like again, you can then Yule a fourth person, right? It's like, and they don't need to be stacked up for you to do this, right? You just need to be able to click quickly, which, you know, admittedly is difficult, but
yeah, takes practice.
Zip all the way mid. The ulti damage, it's per distance. So like now at this point in the game, like if I hit somebody, if I zip for like 2000 mana and hit someone at the end, it, like if it's Shaman, he'll get one shot, or Dazzle, they'll get one shot. It's like 1000 damage or so.
Yeah.
And that can be pretty strong, yeah. So here I could do a jump. I mean, there's no point because we don't have backup, we don't have creeps, too risky. But you know, to demonstrate, like I would for example hex the. Oh, maybe like silence one of the tanky guys, like Mars or Axe, because they're hardest to kill. Okay, I could TP to this fight. Just kidding, he's dead already. Yeah, it's not good anymore. Yeah, reactive fight equals bad fight, right? This guy's just getting caught. No reason to die with him. Put down some remnants, so if anybody TPs, we're gonna know about it. Nobody's TPing. Gonna pop the illusion rune for more DPS. So you can see, like, the damage when you're like that far ahead, scaling with items, it's not bad. Like, you're able to get towers. Yeah. Oh, this is a shaman coming in on his own. Oh shit. Okay, Axe TPing, I need to get out. Forced a bunch of TPs, this is fine. Right, it was a little bit risky, but that's why I saved up enough mana while doing that. Oh, regen rune. Okay, now with regen, you can get a lot of shit done, right? So the Bloodstone amplifies it. I want to not get it cancelled here, ideally. So you can see I hexed one guy there, I silenced the other guy. I don't want to keep my regen alive. No, he broke it with his spell, whatever. To be honest, I didn't want to fight there, but like I wanted to show you, you could go to top lane and back with the regen, but
Yeah.
the fight started anyway. So
What was that one you just got? You just got the
auto
600
remnant, yeah. So this one is definitely not up, not up to debate. You always get auto remnant.
Yeah.
We could push mid here, but I'm just gonna get the top wave. It's one of the best talents ever, right? Like it just look, it leaves a path of remnants. Like it's good for scouting, it's good for everything. The team is upset again, and I'm pushing with them. I still don't have like a good neutral item, fortunately. Paladin sword, it's not that great. Like hoping for a orb of destruction or a quiver, or quickening charm, something like that would be nice. Okay, orb of destruction, there we go. But Slaughter found this, so he's probably not gonna get it away. So no one's there, I zipped in, I silenced. Oh yeah, I didn't silence him actually, my bad. Okay, I thought I silenced the Dazzle, that was the plan.
Well, you vortexed him and he was laying on a remnants.
Yeah, no, the drow, yeah, but like if you're jumping somebody, you gotta silence the Dazzle, for example, so otherwise he's gonna grave them.
Yeah.
Okay, now Roshing. Storm is one of the best Aegis carriers, so I'm gonna get it. He might be Ursa might be upset about that, but it's too good on Storm. Because you have no cooldowns and you use the mana so well, right? That's now with this Aegis, I can be a lot more aggressive. I can like jump this guy. Gonna hex the Dazzle, so Dazzle can save him. Okay, they dropped a bunch of spells on me. Only reason I did this is because I have Aegis, right? I would never take this risk, yeah, without Aegis.
Yeah.
They're trying to push me out, but I'm fine. So I can check out the bottom rune real quick. I'm gonna regen enough mana to also heal with Bloodstone. Let's see, it might be a regen again or Arcane. Okay, DD, that's something. I'm gonna pull Bloodstone soon and I'll have HP. It's pretty massive heal. About the map, yeah, I mean it's not my map, it's on his account. I agree, it's quite distracting. Okay, now we gotta... Generally don't want to dive, but I could do like a fake dive where I force out some spells. Right, and scout them a little bit, so drop down some remnants. See, like we forced out the blink call. Because I know that I'm fake diving, but they don't know that. I finish this shaman with this Dazzle. Kill this guy. Yeah, kind of too deep. Like normally, it's not a good idea to do, but
I'm assuming you would do that without the Aegis.
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, even with the Aegis, it's still unnecessary risk, but okay, Spring used. Yeah, team all died. Oh shit, she had fucking silence that guy, hex that guy. Could zip through them and just do a bunch of damage. Scared him. He just speared me. Just gonna keep hitting the barracks, because otherwise, like, we're here for nothing basically if we don't actually get the Rex. Alright, got it. Gonna pick up some bounty runes, regen some mana, shove out top.
So, what would your next item be here? Is this more survivability at this stage?
So at this point, I mean, again, the safe choice would be BKB, right? Because with BKB you can just make sure that you can kill whoever you want uninterrupted, etc. Mindbreaker actually, I'll grab that's better than this. So yeah, BKB could also get Axe just so you see how it works. That's like it's very strong obviously as well. It depends, like if you're trying to be, I recommend you play like this is more damage oriented build, right? I'm making sure that I can get stuff done, that I have enough damage, etc. But if you're playing more with a team, then items like Ags, Yules, you know, become better because you know, you have more disabled to like enable the team more. Like so you have If this Ursa was somebody that I could count on more, I would. Oh, this thing never gave me the. Fuck. Didn't give me the staff. I'm gonna sell this. I don't really care about haze that much. You can see now the vortex.
Oh wow, even creeps. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty nasty.
Well, it doesn't matter that much for the creeps, but yeah, it's quite strong. Yeah.
No, it's just funny that it hits everything. I just didn't expect that. I was thinking, in my mind, I was thinking the heroes, but
So yeah, then
this stage.
get Axe, get the Vortex Duration talent, get Refresher. Oh, maybe 3-man Vortex here. Oh no, just 2-man. Oh shit, Shaman's waiting for me. This might be the first feat. My team doesn't help me. Okay, they help me. Where'd the Drow go? There she is. Oh my god, he went in this the last second. Yeah, and then with Ags you can also get Refresher. And that gives you like this super team fight ability. Which is kind of nice because people kind of want to, you know, group against Storm. If you're spread out, you can, like, Storm can jump you. And then when they group, you get the Axe pull, so... There you go, see like a big black hole there.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty good. I mean, seems...
You gotta get used to it. Oh shit. It's a peak. Sanna's the... Oh, I got 4 staff, nice. Help, team. Oh, the shackle, I'm gonna die here, yeah. Alright, got too greedy there. I think I got 1,000 gold for that. What was I saying? Yeah, so it changes it from like a targeted cast to the spell, like you just click it and it happens around you.
Yeah.
So, and because it has a slight animation...
Like, same as Bristleback's goo, it becomes an AE spell.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you... Yeah.
But because it has a slight animation, and because the ulti makes you fly so fast, you actually want to click it slightly before you arrive to the spot. Right? But that's just something that like...
So you can cast while you're zipping?
Yeah, you can cast everything while you're zipping. Yeah, items and spells. Okay. You can cast everything.
Okay, so it's like morph,
yeah.
waveform. Yeah.
In fact, not only can you do it, but you should do it. Like that's a big part of it because that's what I mean with all this like zip in, Hex one guy, Orchid another guy, etc. Like that's a big part of Storm's strength, right? To do that. So yeah, I can notice I still don't have Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn is like, I don't know, I would get it when there's like really nothing else to get. I'll much rather have, you know, even a consumed Axe rather than go for Bloodthorn. Yeah. It's gonna be more useful. I guess the only exception would be some heroes like, you know, PA Windranger. But even then, like, if you're struggling to kill them without Bloodthorn, you're probably not gonna kill them with Bloodthorn either.
Yeah.
Okay, big fight. Can TP here. This should be pretty easy to clean up. They're all low HP already.
Doesn't one of them give you True Strike?
Yeah, the Bloodthorn gives True Strike. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. So I guess the would be there through high evasion guys. You could use it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I mean with like PA and Windranger. But the thing is like.
Oh, okay.
Just in practice, the way it works is like if you're struggling with those heroes, the Bloodthorn is not gonna help much because it's not just about like first of all, you know, you need to be in a position where you can like target them, right? They need to be alone, which they might not be. Like they need to. There's so many counters like BKB Manta, friendly saves.
Yeah. I mean BKB. I mean I almost always get BKB second Windranger. Just the survivability of it is just so.
So it's at that point it's not just the Bloodthorn, you also need a stun, right? Which is the Vortex. But then the Vortex duration is pretty low. So that's why it's like not that reliable. Like in the late game, super late game, if you have Hex and super high levels and Bloodthorn and everything, then kind of, yeah. It becomes more legit. But until then, Axe gonna jump in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay, Mars pop BKB. You can do like a double black hole here, probably. after the BKB is over. If they stack up. Let's see. Are they gonna stack up with the Mars? There we go. There we go.
That was just sick.
Quite predictable.
I was kind of wondering why the refresher orb would have to see there. That's pretty nasty. But yeah, man, the range of the range on that vortex, that was pretty big. I mean, that was everything within his
475. It's actually just about your attack range. Attack range is
radius. I mean, so
in the radius.
I mean,
exactly,
it's
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Well, you did exactly how I would have done.
Yeah, now you. Now it's your turn.
Wow, yeah.
Alright. So, what were some, like. I mean, apart from, like, okay, mechanical execution, obviously you wouldn't be able to do that, but.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you my mechanical part of it's going to be slow for me on this one because I haven't played him that much. But
of course. But like decision.
But I think. Yeah, I think, you know. I mean, I played this guy in the past. I mean, you know, like back before, like a year ago, I'd played him several times, and it's funny because I always was like, "Go ganks!" And, you know, as soon as you get level 6 and you get that, you know, you want to go to the side lane and jump on them and kill them, and so it's kind of interesting hearing you say, "Just farm, get that man." You know, so it's just a very different mindset.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like I didn't get kills, but only kills that were like super convenient, right? Where it's like, okay, like this guy is, you know, begging to get jumped, right? Because he's like completely alone, out of position. Yeah.
The games I feel like I do the best is like where the first 10-15 minutes I literally just zero in and focus on nothing but just maximizing my farm. You know, like
yeah.
And so I think with almost any hero, if you can get way ahead in the early game, I mean, like you can, it helps you snowball into the later games. So
it's yeah. I mean, the farm was obviously like way ahead of everybody else here, and of course the game will be easy if you do that. I mean that's just because the bracket thing, right? Like, because in my bracket, like I'll be happy with like a, you know, if let's say I'll be happy with like a 16-17 minute Bloodstone as a first item, right? And here I had 80 minute Bloodstone and Orchid, right? That's, you can only get that if you're snowballing really hard, like farm and kill wise, but. Yeah, and you can see that they were paying me a lot, but